Thousands of members of Australia's Muslim minority gathered at mosques and community centres early Friday for the Eid al-Fitr prayer and the accompanying khutbah or Islamic sermon. After a month of fasting during Ramadan, worshippers from different backgrounds joined communal prayers that began between 7:30 to 8:00 am. 2200-2300 GMT, in Melbourne. At the Sunshine Mosque, the imam, Muslim religious leader, Mustafa Asmaci told the diverse congregation, "We Muslims living away from our homelands have a responsibility to represent Islam in the best manner." His sermon focused on the positive behavior required of believers during the holidays, stressing that resentment and bitterness must be set aside. He called on Muslims to also visit their parents as well as the sick and elderly, while striving to instill joy in the children. Asmaci expressed to Anadolu Agency his contentment that people had filed into the mosque for the prayer. "It makes us extremely happy to see our brothers and sisters exchange Eid greetings in communal unity and togetherness, and to continue their solidarity and crowd the community's mosque," he said. Around 3 hours later, millions of Indonesians flocked to fields and mosques in their best outfits to attend prayers across the world's most populous Muslim country. Jaber, an imam in East Java province who like many Indonesians uses only one name, told mosque attendant to not misinterpret the concept of jihad like some groups who understood it to mean the raising of arms. Due to the misinterpretation of jihad by certain groups, Indonesia is made to appear as a terrorist state. But that's not true, state news agency Antara quoted Jaber as saying in Malang City. He stressed that the real meaning of jihad is the battle against desire and struggles such as that against poverty rather than taking up arms and fighting other people who do not share the beliefs of radical groups. After the prayer, people asked their family members, neighbors, and friends for forgiveness for any wrongdoings. They are also gathered to eat traditional dishes such as opor ayam, chicken curry, sambal goreng ati, spicy beef liver, and simmer daging, stewed meat, serving them with ketupat, a dumpling made from rice packed inside a diamond-shaped container woven from palm leaf. In Europe, Muslims living in European countries like Germany, France, the Netherlands, also flocked to mosques for the Eid al-Fitr prayer. Over 2,000 Muslims living in Paris congratulated each other after the prayer at the capital's Grand Mosque. After the prayer, in the Netherlands, Turkey's Consul General in Rotterdam Togan Oral said, "Celebrating the special days abroad makes one feel different emotions and happiness." In Germany, Turkey's ambassador in Berlin, Hüseyin Avni Karslioglu said the prayer along with fellow citizens. Muslims in Greece had to go to Peace and Friendship Stadium in Athens, since there are no mosques in the capital. After the prayer, candy was distributed to children. Meanwhile, Muslims in Moscow faced difficulties to find space at the mosques. In Kyrgyzstan's capital, thousands of Muslims prayed outside the Prime Ministry building. In the Balkans, thousands of Muslims across the Balkan states also gathered early Friday morning in the local mosques for the Eid al-Fitr prayer. Bosnia and Herzegovina, which boasts the largest Muslim population among the Balkan states, began celebrating the feast by recalling its martyrs as hundreds of citizens from all the ages gathered in the largest historical mosque, Gazi Husrev Mosque in the capital Sarajevo. The Grand Mufti Hussein Kavazovic said that the martyrs of the Bosnian War, among others, had fought for future generations to live their religion as required. "Until we received what we have today, so much blood has been shed," said Kavazovic. Citizens of Balkan regions mark Eid by gathering first at the residence of the oldest member of the family and then by visiting the rest of the relatives for the 3 days of Eid.